Hip Hop since 1987.com.
How's it feel to put the uniform on and come out here on Pictures Day with Atlanta across the
Oh man, it's a great feeling to be able to play for your hometown team. Super excited for the season. I think everybody in the city is excited. The team is excited. And I'm just so thankful, humble and blessed to be able to play in Atlanta and play for this really good organization.
What do you think about this roster? It seems like you guys can either pick up the pace and run or play half court.
Well, I think we have a really good team. I think a lot of people have overlooked the guys in this locker room. But if you look at what Atlanta has done in the last couple of years, despite not winning the championship, this team has had the most wins in the playoffs outside of the Bulls teams, and they've been good. Watching from afar and now being able to play on the team, I'm just so excited for what we can become as a team.
How important was it for you to come in here, get to know these guys right away? We've seen the tweets, we've seen the pictures of you guys building that chemistry early.
I just think it's very important that the better you are off the court as a team, the better your team will be when it comes to playing. I've been on some pretty good teams, and I know teams that went very far in the playoffs. We had great chemistry off the court. We did everything together. Ate dinner, went to the movies, did all the little stuff. And by doing that stuff, it just you learn so much about a person, and you learn what they're playing for, the reasons why they play the game, and you just learn their language. You learn how to talk to them. I think that's very important.
What have you seen? Dennis is obviously excited to get that starting job finally, but what have you seen out of him as you observed him from the outside?
Just the way he competes. He comes in every day, he works hard, he puts his head down and just goes to work. And then off the court, it's just Dennis. He's always swagged up. As a young guy, it's good to see, just his maturity and growth as a player. And I'm excited to be able to play with him.
So you post a lot of videos this offseason working out. Is that those things you always do, or did you work hard, or is this the hardest you worked on?
Those are things I've always done, but in this age, if people don't see it, you don't do it. So everybody was telling me, hey, you got to post this stuff. And I'm like, man, I really, that's not something that I enjoy doing, is posting it. Because I feel like that was my time, to be in the gym. But I just wanted, people to see that, despite, whatever's happened in my past, I'm not going to stop being who I am. I'm not going to stop working. I'm going to continue to try to get better every single day because I love this game. This game has brought many blessings. And, I'm just thankful to be able to play at home. And I really wanted to show all the Hawks fans, how dedicated I am to winning. I think a lot of people probably got it twisted with things that have happened in my past. But I'm very dedicated to this sport, very dedicated to myself and winning, and being whatever I can be for this team. And, I wanted people to see that.
Yeah, Dwight, talking about my time.
Is this the best place for you to be right now?
I think so. I've never been a part of an organization like this. This is the best organization that I've ever been a part of. Just from the coaching staff, the owners, the training staff, everybody's been great. And not to knock any team that I've been on, but this experience here has been amazing, and the season hasn't even started. And I really appreciate Coach, the stuff that we've talked about all summer, all the guys on the team. I think all of us have that same spirit, and I think it's going to be an awesome season. I think my time here in Atlanta will be amazing, and I want to definitely stay here until I retire from the game of basketball.
You talked about playing in your hometown. Is there any distractions, you think, playing in the hometown? Is there more people tugging at you?
There can be, but for me, I work, go to work, practice, go hard in the gym, and I stay at home. I don't really do too much. And, I know that there can be a lot of distractions, but I want everybody to know my focus is on one thing, and that's us winning the championship. And that's why I'm here, to be that leader, be the guy that really push this team. The guys that have been here have been amazing so far. And like I said, man, I'm just so happy to be wearing this Atlanta Hawk uniform. Growing up at College Park and in East Point, I had on the Hawks jerseys. I wore them like I was on the team. And now to actually build a team, it's a dream come true.
Talk about your skill set inside this offense, how you're going to fit in this ball movement offense.
I think it's great. It's just going to make my game easy. I've been playing. This will be my 13th season, and this offense, the things that we do in the offense, man, is just going to make my game easy. Like I said, it's my job to go out every night and dominate on both ends of the floor. And there's certain areas that I think I can be very efficient at, which is offensive rebounding, defensive rebounding, and just really being a catalyst on both ends of the floor. So I'm just excited about that opportunity.
Bud talked about the wings being open and kicking the ball around. Have you focused on skipping the ball across court when people come down on you?
Listen, I've done that before.
Right.
The offense was similar to Orlando's, except it's more spread out here. So all that, the passing out the double teams and passing out the goals, those are things that I've done my whole career. I think a lot of that stuff has been lost, because of the last couple of seasons. But all that stuff is behind me now. This opportunity that I have in front of me, I'm going to take full advantage of it because it is a blessing and it's an honor. And I'm ready to go.
What do you think about the new Packer, whoever rules that they change at the end of the games and at the end of the quarters, and how do you think that'll impact you and your ability to stay on the floor in those games?
Well, it's all about making shots, but at the same time, I hadn't really thought about it. I've worked extremely hard this summer on that part of my game, and it's all mental. I think the more I focus on, I gotta make the free throw, and that's when you tend to get real tense and miss. Just go there with confidence and just trust what I've been doing all summer.
What have you done
At
different?
home? When you were in Orlando, you do the impersonations, you'd have some fun.
I'm always myself. Like I said, I was in some situations that wasn't really the right situations for me. But all that stuff, the only thing it did was mold me, for this opportunity that I have now. All the good stuff, the bad stuff, all the hardships that I had to, endure. All that stuff it really just made me a better person. And I've grown and changed so much just in a short span of time. And I'm excited. So I don't take any of those situations as being something bad, but something that just molded me for the future. I think everybody goes through different things in life, and once you go through them, it can either mold you into something great, or you can, if you allow it to mold you into something great, you can be great. But if you allow those situations to tear your spirit down, then things can end up bad. In all those situations, it made me stronger. On the other hand, I learned so much from these different situations that I know how to handle them now. Because coming in at 18 from a very small school in Indiana, now being 30 years old, I had to grow up fast. And a lot of my mishaps or whatever were always broadcasted. So I never had a chance to really be a kid, and grow up. So a lot of things I had to learn on the fly. And I thank God on a daily basis that I had the opportunity to do that stuff. Because, like I said, it just made me better.
Like, with the exception of the coaching staff, there's so many guys that went all over the time. You've been there. Can you pass along that experience of what it takes to get there?
Yes, sir. I've experienced so much, just playing basketball for a long time. And I want to be able to give that knowledge, to all the guys, because it's not tough, to make it to the finals. It's not as easy as what people think it is. It's one of the hardest things to do. But I I know if we compete every single night, if we put it all on the line, every single night we'll give ourselves a chance.
Wait, can you talk to me about the defensive potential on this team? You'll have one of the most athletic front courts in the NBA. But can you talk to me about the
The
defensive
great
potential?
thing is this team has already had, some great defensive stats. The one thing that was really lacking was I would say the defensive rebounding. I think last year that we were number 2 in defense, but we kind of lacked the defensive rebounding. So that's something that I think myself and it's going to be on myself and all the bigs to really do a good job of pushing ourselves and get as many rebounds as we can. So I think our defense is going to be great, because we're physical and we're going to compete. And, that's the two main things. If we come out and we're competitive every single night and we're physical, and we should be a great defensive team.
Hey, Dwight, all things considered, especially considering what you said about your past, just how you feel renewed this season. Can you remember a time when you were looking forward to a season more than this?
I mean, I come into every season with the same attitude, wanting to win a championship, wanting to be the best player I can be. But I can say that all the situations that I've been through, I think has really molded me for this moment, this opportunity that I have here. To just play in Atlanta, to play in my hometown. 3 years ago, I had the opportunity to come here and sit in the press conference. I thought at that time I wasn't ready mentally and physically and spiritually to be at a place like this. And I think at the time, it was different management and the team was a little bit different. But I think timing is everything. And I think I don't think that God makes any mistakes. Everything happens for a reason. So just following Him, and I think we're going to be very successful.
What have you changed about your free throw shooting? Have you changed anything in your routine or your mechanics?
Like I said, it's all about trust. I've been working the same shot all summer. Just got to do it in the game. That's all. I don't even like talking about it because there's so much more to basketball than just focusing on that. And I focus so much on trying to become better at everything on the court, not just free throws. That has been a big component of my training this summer. I got one of the best shooting coaches I've ever had. So I've worked on a busload this summer. The main thing that I wanted to fix was myself. I think if I'm the best Dwight I can be, free throws, the game, everything will be easy for me.
How special do you think you and Paul Millsap can be? That's a lot of efficient and effective scoring down there.
I think we can be great together.